Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, Offset reunites with his pops after 23 years, and then he slaps a fan's phone out of their hand. Gucci Gang is about to drop soon, and Gucci Mane puts up a funny-ass post on Instagram. Let's talk hip-hop. Yo, this is crazy, right? Like, you see him, like Offset, and this is the first time in 23 years, right? So Offset is 27 now, 28, right? He hasn't seen his father since he was 24, right? You see him like hugging, like just grabbing each other, crying. You see like Offset's father like crying, Offset is crying, and this is fire, right? Because it's like neither one of them are afraid to like really express like their love for each other, which is insane, yo. You know this gotta be emotional for Offset. He just came out with that album Father of Four, so he's trying to show that like he's a good father and he's there, even though that his pops wasn't there and, you know, wasn't a good father for him, right? I think that his father kind of feels guilty. So, you know, Offset, even though he hasn't seen his father since he was 4, I think like he was talking on the Breakfast Club and he was talking about how he spoke to his father like when he was 12 years old for his birthday. And his father was like, yeah, man, I'ma come, I'ma see you. And that he waited up until like 6 o'clock in the morning, like the following day to see his father, but his father like never showed up, right? And he was just like, all right, fine, you know, like he kind of felt disappointed, but he kept moving on with his life. He said that then he talked to his father again, maybe like 10 years after that when he was like 22. And at that point, you know, the Migos, they were like on, you know, so he tried to give his father some money even at that point, you know, because he heard like, you could tell like his father was calling him from like pay phones and like his father was just like out there in the streets, like messed up, you know, probably like drugs or whatever like that. And Offset was like, you know, just come through, let me give you some money, let me set you up. And I guess, man, like even at that point, like Offset's father was kind of like ducking and dodging him a little bit, like avoiding him a little bit, which is crazy because you know, he feels guilty. Like he wasn't there to raise Offset. He has no you know, part in helping Offset become like a super huge like millionaire and a successful young man. So it's like, why would he then try to, you know, even feel right taken from Offset, even if it's $5? Forget, you know, 20,000 in an apartment or whatever like that. But Offset was explaining like on the Breakfast Club, he's like trying to explain like, yo, I want my father to come through. Like, I forgive him for all this. Like, you know, he understand. Offset is a grown man now and understands that, you know, life gets you, whether it is drugs, whether you was doing something else, whether you really didn't plan on having a kid, whatever the case may be. Offset is like, I understand. I just want you to come through because at the end of the day, you only get one father. You know what I'm saying? And he wants a relationship with his father. So even though he's been famous, you know, you have those parents who haven't been around your whole life. You blow up, you get famous, and they, hey, big head, and they calling you, and they want to be around you, and they, hey, you know, that's my baby. Now all of a sudden they're all proud of you and everything like that. But at least his father is honorable. You know what I'm saying? At least his father was on some like, I don't have no right even trying to insert myself in that situation, you know, and I just ain't gonna do it. Also, his father might have been embarrassed, you know, for himself. Like, I can't even let Offset see me like in this condition, whatever that condition may be. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so finally, after 23 years, Offset finally seen his father. They had like this emotional like reunion, like in front of like, it looks like a hotel or something like that. And you know, this is dope, man. And I just think that, you know, I hope that his father would just like stick around and just like hang out with Offset and just see, you know, what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like try to build a relationship with him. You know what I'm saying? This is dope though. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Yo, this is funny, man. Yo, this is the same thing that happened with who was it? YG, when he was in the airport and like some fan was just like recording him and he was like, yo, look at this bitch right here recording me. You a bitch, you a sucker, you a bastard. You know what I'm saying? And he was like recording him. So Offset, it looks like he's like in Target or something like that. He's walking, he's chilling. He got his mans them with him. He walking like a big ass box or whatever like that. And then just sees like some dumb ass fan recording themselves and like, oh, Offset like throwing a selfie, but oh, there's Offset. And Offset was like, ka-cha! Like, let me karate chop that motherfucker. Yo, that's funny, right? Like, you can't blame Offset. Like, you can't blame anybody, right? So, it's crazy, man. Like, yo, anybody walking up to me, like if I'm chilling or something or whatever like that, and you want to be like, yo, what up, Jonny, Fastlane, dope ass videos and shit like that, that's cool, right? But you coming out of nowhere, like I'm just chilling, minding my business, and you coming out of nowhere with your camera, like, yo, look at Jonny Fastlane here. Like, first of all, I didn't ask you to be recorded. You didn't ask me permission to record me. What if I'm not like in a good mood and I don't want to be on camera? And the funny thing is though, like if you would just walk up to me, well, I'm just saying for myself, right? If you just walk up to me and be like, yo, let me take a picture with you, I'll take the picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? We pose, I throw up the, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's crazy because I'm sure if you walked up to Offset or if you like talk to his security, like, yo, do you mind if, and that's who you got to talk to first, like security, be like, yo, would Offset mind if I like come take a picture with him or whatever like that? Security might be like, yeah, you know, it's cool. Or they might be like, yo, Offset, you feel like pop, 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 you know what I'm saying? Like, show some respect. But if you just gonna pull out your camera and hit him with the, yo, I'm taking a selfie and look who's behind me, Offset noticed, right? And that's the funny thing, like you wanted to get noticed, right? You wanted to go viral, right? Offset noticed and walked up to him and was like, ka-chow, right? Like straight up. Now he definitely noticed your ass, you know what I'm saying? It's funny though, but like we live in a world today, like even though it's funny and that dude that had no right to record Offset and didn't ask Offset's permission and forgets that, yeah, maybe if you were looking at somebody through a screen, they look like they're larger than life, but Offset is a real person. He's a father, he's a brother, he's a business owner. He's, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you taking a picture of him or a video of him without his permission? Even though that kid was wrong, I bet you that we live in a world today that kid could sue Offset and say, oh, he's fractured my pinky when he did that. Or, oh, he broke my phone and that phone was $1,000. So now I'm suing him for $100,000 and then y'all settle out of court for $50,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of society we live in today. A bitch nigga, snitch nigga, hoe nigga, bitch nigga, snitch nigga, hoe. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully this dude don't act like, oh, well, Offset injured me, you know, whatever the case may be. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Yo, so it's official, right? So Smokepurpp, right, just recently did an interview, right? And they asked him about like Gucci Gang, right? So first, like last year on Coachella, people are like, what the fuck is like Gucci Gang? Like they messed up. So like on the whole Coachella like lineup, this was last year, they said that Gucci Gang was performing and people are like, who the hell is Gucci Gang, right? So they thought it was a typo and they thought that they meant to say like Gucci Mane, right? Or maybe they was trying to say that Lil Pump was performing and they did a mistake and put the name of his song Gucci Gang there instead of saying Lil Pump, right? But actually Gucci Gang is a super group, right? And I like this, like when rappers get together like and form like a little super group, like Foxy Brown, Nas and AZ and Nature, they did like a super group back in the day called The Firm, right? And they was actually signed to like Aftermath with Dr. Dre, which was cool, right? So anyway, Gucci Gang, right, is a super group of Gucci Mane, Lil Pump, and Smokepurpp, right? So Smokepurpp recently did an interview saying like Gucci Gang is about to drop like real soon, like next month type shit, you know what I'm saying? Which is fire. Like, so Gucci, Lil Pump dropped his album, which was really good this year. Or the latest one that he dropped, this year, where he had that song with Lil Wayne on there. Smokepurpp just dropped his album too. That was fire too, right? And so now Gucci Gang is coming out, so Gucci Mane is joining them, and he's gonna be dropping an album with them together, right? I think it's gonna be some dope ass music, man. These dudes like to party, you know, Lil Pump be talking about doing drugs and shit like that. So I think it's gonna be fire. I'm interested like to see how the sound is and everything like that. Smokepurpp was basically like, yo, we got mad songs in the vault already, right? And then you would think like these dudes probably collaborate so much that of course they got like probably 3 albums worth of stuff. So that's why they was like, we might as well just drop a joint album and call our group Gucci Gang or whatever. So this is gonna be cool, man. And it's funny how like Lil Pump and Smokepurpp, they were beefing like a couple months ago, but now they cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that whole beef was like super fake. Because first of all, they didn't say like, hey, you a bitch or nothing like that. It was just like, I started Gucci Gang. I wrote most of your stuff. I did Gucci Gang. But really, I mean, come on. Y'all are homeboys and best friends. And Lil Pump was trying to drop his album, so y'all needed some kind of retarded ass drama because Lil Pump don't even be getting into issues with nobody. So y'all was like, all right, let's do this fake beef. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, yo. I'm glad to see that they not beefing again and Gucci Gang coming soon. Let me know what y'all think about this. Yo, so Gucci Mane drops like this old video of him from like back in the day, right? And then in the caption, he goes, FBF, right? Flashback Friday, right? The first day I met the Migos, Quavo and Takeoff, right? And he says, both threw away they fake chains they had on because I gave them both the 2 chains off of my neck. Same day I called Offset from jail, and Offset told me to send his lawyer some racks to get him out of jail, and I did that the same day, and that was just off of one conversation, right? So that's what Gucci Mane says on the post, right? And then like a little while after Gucci Mane says that, Offset comments, I mean not Offset, Takeoff comments on it, and Takeoff is like, that's cap and you know that, but I'm so blessed, we gonna leave it at that. Thank you, right? And then Gucci Mane comments on Takeoff's comment, and he goes, boy, you cap. You ain't forget. Alright, so this is funny as hell, right? Because it's like, whose word, like, who do we believe? But it's just so funny anyway, right? So like, a lot recently, Gucci Mane has absolutely been like putting up like pictures of himself like back when he was fat versus like right now, like he's like all fit and cut. And he's doing that like for motivation, right? So like, I know like Gucci Mane, and he's the type of dude, like he's feeling himself, right? So he's like, hell yeah, yo, I look good, you know what I'm saying? So of course he's feeling himself too, and he's like, yeah, oh yeah, and by the way, the Migos, they came to me first, you know what I'm saying? And that's like always Gucci Mane, like he will always be like, Soldier Boy, I made that nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, he would, which is cool. I mean, that's like some hip hop shit. When you like, all these niggas got their style from me, right? And a lot of people did get their style from Gucci Mane, right? From Chief Keef, and Chief Keef ain't even from Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of these niggas did get their style from Gucci Mane. But who are we to believe? I mean, like, yeah, I could see Gucci Mane taking the chain off his neck, giving one to Takeoff, giving one to Quavo, talking on the phone with Offset because he was locked up. So I could definitely see that, But then again, I could believe them saying like, yo, Gucci Mane, that's cap. You just talking straight shit. And I mean, like, he did that with Nicki Minaj. He was like, I'm the one that put Nicki Minaj in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like Waka Flocka, but he did put Waka Flocka in the game. You know what I'm saying? He put a lot of people in the game for real. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just funny as hell, man. So you don't really know who to believe, but you know what? I guess time will tell. Let me know who y'all believe. Tell me what y'all think about all this in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Follow me at Jonny Fastlane. That's Jonny Fastlane on Instagram and Twitter. And y'all already know what to do. Peace.